What's going on, guys? My name's Tarun Shetty. Welcome to the ConvoSutra. Here with another fantastic episode. So excited for today. So excited for my guest. We got our usual panelist, the return of Ayushi.
Yay! I know you guys missed me. I'm back.
Everyone missed Ayushi. How do we do a quick intro, though, for our audio listeners?
Hey guys, I'm Ayushi. You've seen me on ConvoSutra before. I'm happy to be back. Thanks for having me, Tarun. I thought you'd never ask again.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm kidding.
This isn't about you. Let's keep moving.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Jazz, host of the Hot Chai Pod. Happy to be back.
And I'm Sahana Srinivasan. I'm awesome.
Sahana rocking it today.
So awesome.
Sahana, thanks for coming on the ConvoSutra.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Big fan of your stuff. I've actually watched your show and everything. And so I messaged you, I think, a few months ago. And I was like, hey, will you do it? And you got right back to me. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah,
otherwise, I'd freak out about it and be like, I got to respond to that thing.
Yeah.
I told you before we even started, you've done so much. And I don't think we're going to get to all of it. But, just if we can just touch upon some stuff, that'd be amazing. But I just want to know, how's life going right now for you?
It's good. I'm hanging out with my cat a lot. She's the best ever. Her name's Lavender, and she acts like a dog. So I spent a lot of time with her and doing a lot of comedy shows, I guess, like stand-up, sketch improv and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know you do stand-up until I started researching you properly.
Yeah.
I do stand-up for a long time.
Oh, nice.
You started in Texas?
Yeah, in Austin. I went to school there.
How old were you when you started doing stand-up?
So I actually did stand-up for the first time when I was like 15. It was for like an acting class like showcase, and my whole thing was like shock value, and I was like wearing pigtails, but I was like saying all kinds of crazy messed up stuff. And then that was for like family and friends, so I don't know that it translated well to open mics and stuff, but I really got into stand-up in college. In Austin when I was like, I don't know, 20, 21.
Not easy to do. You know Paul Varghese in Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. You went to Montreal too, right? New Faces? That's a huge deal. For people who don't know that, that's a huge deal. You must be very, very funny. I got to dig deeper into it.
Oh my God, I hope so.
Well, you're definitely funnier than Ayushi. We know that much. Because Ayushi doesn't do...
I'm not a stand-up comedian, but
yeah.
She's funny.
I actually do really admire stand-up comedians because I think it takes a lot of courage to go up there. And, I don't know, how do you deal with it? If like one of your jokes doesn't land, then like, how does it make you feel in that moment?
Help. You tell me. Maybe you have some suggestions on how to deal with that, because I still don't really know.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I have like crippling performance anxiety, like going up on stage and like saying anything. Like my hands start to shake and I start to sweat a lot. So
totally. I think it's like you feel your feelings, you process, okay, that wasn't like the best set of my life. The great thing about stand-up is that you can literally do it every night if you wanted to. There's open mics everywhere, shows happening. You just go, all right, I'll rework that and go up tomorrow and hope it works again.
What are the thoughts that are going through your mind like 5 minutes before going up on stage?
5 minutes before going on stage. Like going through my set, I've been doing this thing where I'm like trying to be grateful in advance. I'm like, thank you so much for this show that's going really well, and I'm having fun and I'm laughing.
I love that.
And that kind of helps a lot. It used to be that I'm like pacing back and forth, I'm going to throw up and it's bad. But now it's like a normal level of nerves. I don't think the nerves really ever go away unless you like, I don't know, there's a lot of alcohol and whatever involved in the stand-up community, but I don't know that I want to rely on that at all. But I think you just get better at dealing with the nerves over time, but that doesn't mean that they go away necessarily.
So you started so young. Was that always something you wanted to be in the business and come out to Hollywood?
Yeah. I started performing at like our holiday parties that my family would host. I don't know about you guys, but like they see people go so hard with parties and it becomes like a talent show or something.
You're Pamela, right?
And Tamil, yeah. So we would have like these New Year's parties where people would like rehearse and like do song and dance, and I would do like comedy impressions, and like
Nice.
my dad would sort of help me with that because
You want to break out an impression now?
oh my god, no.
Who would you?
It would be like I remember like a core memory when I was like 6 was I made fun of like a Tamil cooking show or whatever. But it was like I was making something really simple. It was like I was making green tea, but I was like being very exaggerated about the process, you know? And that was that. I think that moment I was like, wait, this is awesome. People were laughing and like, I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Jasmine? You ever do anything when you were a precocious child into Bollywood? She does a Bollywood podcast.
Oh. I do Bollywood podcasts. No, I was not much of a performer.
You weren't like talking to your imaginary Bollywood friends?
Bollywood
She likes Bollywood. she likes Bollywood.
We all would, do the dances in the mirror, I think, in our room. I think that's
I would do that too,
shared
though.
experience for everybody.
Yeah, or scenes and stuff with your friends, right?
Like not scenes for
yeah.
me. See, it's not creative. I'm not an artiste like you guys.
But you would do
scenes.
dances.
Dancing, you know. And then but I think that's so shared, and I know that because every time you go to a wedding, everyone knows all the same moves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then you're like, okay, so we all know this
we're
dance.
all secretly dancing in our rooms.
I cannot take these wedding dances. I swear, if I see this one more bad wedding dance,
So many of them are bad.
Some of them are
can you at
really
least
bad.
I think
practice
that's the point, though. I think they're
Is it
supposed
the
to be kind of
point?
endearingly kind of cringy
Oh my God.
and bad.
It's supposed to be cringy.
I love that word, endearing.
Endearingly cringy. I think
Yeah.
we need to be cringier.
Really?
Like, being cringe is free. Like we need to be cringe is to be free. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to embrace that more for sure.
I feel like we've tapped out on cringe as a society. Now with TikTok and everything. I mean, people are not afraid to be cringe.
Well, I feel like people on TikTok especially have gotten so used to like making fun of people. Like that's such a big part of the humor on there.
Yeah.
And I love when people can just stay positive and funny at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think that you do that by being the cringe person, by not being afraid to be a fool, basically.
Very true.
Well, somebody told me who's an influencer. He told me, he goes, initially when he started, he was very cringe and people, really attacked him. And now he went super viral.
Yeah.
And now he's got so many fans. So it switched real quick. So, I mean, you start off as cringe and then the algorithm kicks in and then you're famous and everybody jumps on the bandwagon. So
Yeah, totally.
Did your sorry?
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a thin line between hatred and fandom. There is, because it's like evoking like strong emotions from people if you're cringe,
For sure,
or
yeah.
people like latch on to you being like eccentric.
Totally, because they're jealous that you're able to be yourself.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's another thing.
They're
yeah.
like,
Freedom of
they
expression.
secretly wish that they could be like that and let go to that extent.
Oh my God. Yes.
So they would either like laugh along with you or hate
Laugh
you.
at you.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like all about being cool or whatever.
Does that help with acting? Like, does being a stand-up comedian and also, knowing how to deal with those nerves help you in the room when you go in for auditions?
Yeah, totally. I think not as well now. Everything's on tape. Everything's a self-tape.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps to know how to work a room. Because sometimes that matters more than the actual performance
For sure.
of the script. Because they want to know that they can hang out with you and that you're a cool person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You've done so many great things already in your career. Like, you worked with so many unbelievable people. You worked with Pharrell for a Netflix show.
yeah.
You're Insecure with Issa Rae, who's amazing.
love her.
Naveen Andrews on your sitcom. So you earned it, obviously.
Thank you.
You ever take stock of like your career?
I should more. It's definitely sometimes it's hard to think about that in the moment because you're so occupied by am I doing a good job? Do people like me? Or at least I am. And then like a year later, I'm like, oh my God, I did all that stuff. That's so cool. Especially given sometimes I will compare myself to a white person kind of doing more stuff. And I'm like, wait, no, like I I look like this and I, was born here and I'm still able to accomplish so much. That's so cool. That's so inspiring. So yeah, I definitely should think about it more. But when I do, it feels good. Yeah.
You have a favorite project you've done?
I loved working with Issa. Even, it was a smaller role, but people tell you to never meet your heroes or whatever, like for the fear of them being not who you think they are. But she's exactly like, she's so nice and funny and like on your level. Like, and she always talks about that too, about networking with the people who are on the same level versus like aspiring to work with people who are quote unquote above you or whatever that means. It's like uplifting your community with you.
Sure.
And I love that about her.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I try to remember that amongst Daisies too. I don't know if South Asians do that as much. I try to incorporate that as part of this show.
Oh yeah, you've really done a great job doing that.
Thank you.
This show, yeah.
Of course I have.
Huh? Of course you what?
I have.
Yes.
Showcasing
Humility.
Are you guys
Humility is a
fighting? What's
great
happening?
action.
I have done this for like 20 years. Like I've tried to push South Asian culture. I was like,
And
"Who's
you
that
have,
asshole?"
and you have. Who says
He
that?
brought South
Everyone's
Asian
saying
culture
that.
to America.
You literally
I'm the pioneer. Thank you very much. That's what I'm looking for. I'm the
brought-
pioneer. Where's my statue? Somebody.
You stopped
You're the OG
colonization.
Mindy.
Daisy OC, Bobby Khan. She's leaving, by the way.
We're talking about you. We were talking
She's going back.
like her.
She's moving back to South Africa.
When?
Oh, wow.
I think I'm gonna go to New York first. And,
I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work out, then I'll go back to
Can we
South
talk about
Africa
this or no?
forever. Yeah, of course.
moving-
Yeah.
To New York, like for fun?
No, I think I'm just gonna move there and give. I've always lived in LA for like the past 10 years. I haven't really given, New York a chance. I think there's a lot of opportunity there to work
Totally.
as an actor as well. So I'm interested in maybe giving that like a month, 2 months. I know that's not enough, but I think that's all I can do right now. And then,
I do think a month or two in New York is like a year in LA time.
I know, but I
so
think
much
people
happens.
are so fast there. Like there's so much
Exactly.
momentum, and I love that like the community of creatives is just so uplifting. Like people are really like,
Yeah, I was there for 7 years.
oh yeah, so like I think like people are so down to like meet up with you and like help you out and like and like collaborate, like do things together, like work on projects, like create music, art, culture, so much. Like it's just such a thriving community to be a part of. So even if it's just something that I do, like to grow as a person, like it's just I'm really looking forward to just having that
That's
for like a
exciting.
month, 2 months, and then I can go back to South Africa, knowing that I gave New York a real chance.
I feel like you're gonna fall in love with New York. And
Thank
want to stay there
you.
forever.
Oh, so nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually used to go there a lot because I was seeing someone there, so I used to be there all the time, and
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, but I never really like went there as an artist. Like I think it was always as like someone's dating someone or whatever. So
Totally.
just to like get to know the city. But I think it'll be nice to actually work there.
We went on a date once, but then she rejected me.
Yeah, let's talk about that for like the
I wonder
10th
why.
time on this podcast.
There's the comedian. It's okay. I support her. I support all the women who.
But you still support my career, so that's great.
I totally support you.
You still give me opportunities.
Thrown you to the curb.
I support everybody.
You still haven't
Everybody.
rejected us, so that's great.
This is Sahana's show. Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. You're doing a lot of improv as well. Like, I feel like you're covering all bases of, and that's really hard. I tried doing improv and I suck at it.
Improv, frankly, scares me more than stand-up and sketch because I like having something prepared. I like sketch the most probably because it takes what I like about stand-up, which is pre-written stuff, and then the collaborative part of improv and working with the team, and it's like a nice happy medium. Improv is definitely a good skill to have. It definitely helps with both sketch and stand-up and acting and everything.
Yeah.
Improv is so fun. Also, I think you learn more improv, just like as you get older and you're spending more time, like, just like with people in general, like other creatives, like you just pick up on like quirks that other people have. That's how
Yeah.
I've learned most of like, I don't know, American humor is just by spending so much time with like American artists and creatives. It's just like picking up on their little quirks.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. because it's very different in South Africa, like where I come from. It's just like when I moved here, Leslie Kahn actually told me, she was like, if you really want to be an actor, you have to go to like all the cafes and all these like, you have to be out as much as possible and like spend time with American people and just like pick up on like, you know, how they speak. And it's a whole like it's not just the accent, it's also like the body language, and it's also like, you know, their slangs and things like that. So it was interesting.
How do you feel like
it
the
took me
humor?
like 10 years to like really, you know, get the gist of that.
Yeah, totally. I'm curious, like, how is the humor different? What do you notice?
I think it's a lot drier in South Africa. Like it's very like British influence. So it's like dry. It's very like catatonic. I think here it's different in the sense that it's a little bit more sarcastic. It's more laid back. It's like, you know, a lot of it is also just like the way people say things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is also now referential. Like everyone's sort of referring to some other piece of media or a type of person or
very true.
whatever. Yeah.
The comedy?
Yeah, like a lot of the comedy
yeah.
here is like very like exactly what you said. It's
Well,
like
especially
very
with
referral.
TikTok and online stuff, it's very like.
So you better be in with like what's
Yeah, you
happening,
need to know
all
what's
the trends
happening.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it's frustrating because I'm like, I want to see more original stuff too.
Yeah.
Even linguistically, like there's trends of like you said, like what people say, like just saying something is funny. You know, I don't know like a good example. Like,
No, I know exactly what you're trying to say.
like
Yeah.
people just like that, like it's giving this, it's giving, like where did that come from?
Yeah,
but now
it's
it's
giving-
a common, I don't know. People
could be
just
that
like lean
referral
on
thing,
that to
right?
be like, oh, it's like a random, you could be randomly funny by saying like,
Yeah.
it's giving.
Oh, being random, totally.
Yeah.
I
Oh
love
my
being
gosh.
random.
I saw this thing on like Instagram about like how people now say it's giving mamdani.
What does that even mean?
Oh,
Like
so there
it's-
was this girl. I saw this like reel about this girl who was like at SEMA in New York, and she was and she's this Indian girl who was talking about how like, you know, when you eat South Indian food, you have to use your hands, and like, you know, so like they're using their hands, and then like there's this like table next to them of like, I guess like Caucasian people, and like they're about to do, you know, use their hands, and they're like, oh, I guess we're gonna have to mamdani this.
Oh my god, that's
And I think
crazy.
that's so crazy.
That's crazy.
I think that's maybe like,
Yeah,
you know, that's what I'm referring to in terms
Maybe
of
you'll
like.
go to New York and start making TikToks, and this will be the start of your career.
I don't want to do TikToks, but I am very interested in doing like creating content of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, your content's hilarious.
Thank you.
I watched a lot of your stuff, and your characters are really funny. I
Thank
definitely
you.
see the groundling stuff, unless you're just naturally. Oh, you're doing characters when you were like
yeah,
6 or
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, I did growlings for like maybe one class or
Okay.
something.
It's good enough.
did
You
more-
mastered the art form.
Yeah, I would want to go back. It was like pre-pandemic, and so I was like, I just kind of fell out of it. But I did more UCB stuff. But yeah, the characters, I don't know. Yeah, I started doing characters when I would post like Facebook videos when
Yeah.
I was in high school, and it was like, you know, I don't know if it still tracks. It would be like, this is. I'm angry Dora, and it would just be me as Dora the Explorer, but she's pissed or whatever, and it would crush on Facebook. Everyone would eat it up. But sometimes I miss some of those simpler ideas that landed on.
I like the July
Facebook.
4th one you just
Oh,
made.
yeah,
That's
thank you.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow her on Instagram or wherever. Really
Thank
funny.
you.
The Gay Game Show, is that your own production?
My friend Danny Lyle and I started that. She actually reached out to me about it. It's like a 70s game show style live comedy show. But the premise, and it'll take me a bit to explain. So basically the premise is me and my friend Danny are this married couple, and we want to adopt a kid, but all the adoption agencies have deemed us too unhinged. And so the game show is to find a third who can co-sign for us and adopt this baby. It's awesome. And all the games are like testing you to be a potential parent, but it's like comedians competing. So comedians do their set, and then they will play like different games with them, and it's always a blast.
I love that you just produced your own show.
Yeah, no,
incredible.
it's so fun. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
A lot of props to that.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot of work, so like we don't do it that often. We'll do it maybe a few times a year.
The fact you've even done it is amazing.
Yeah,
honestly.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
What was it like living in, sorry, this is all over the map. I'm trying to just jump into random stuff. What was it like living in Canada for a year? But by the way, Pradeep of Pittsburgh was the #1 sitcom on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. South Asian family, Great show.
I reviewed it for the podcast, actually, even though it's not Bollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watched it?
Of course I watched it.
You watched the full season? It was fun.
I watched the full season. I don't like mysteries, so I can't just stop halfway through. I gotta know what happens at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it like living in Canada for a year?
I mean, well, I lived there for like a few months.
Okay.
It wasn't really a year, but it was very cold. It was like, I think we were there from January through like April or something. I can't do cold. It's not in my DNA. But the nice thing about it was we weren't really going out that much. We kind of just hung out at the hotel, and it was like, it really felt like a family. We would have like game nights, and we'd play Mario Kart and like
That's really
whatever.
nice.
So it was cute.
Who's the mom on that show?
Sindhu V.
She's a comedian too,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Funny.
She's like truly my second mom. I can tell her anything.
Yeah.
How was Naveen
Yeah.
Andrews?
He's great. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
What a legend. Venus. I mean, you're a legend now too. You've entered legend status.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
I watched one of your interviews, and what I really like about just you in general, I don't know you that well, but obviously you're so honest. And you had this one quote, which, because I talked to her or Jasmine or whoever, and I'm always like bitching, and I'm like, man, I feel so lost. And you said, after I finish shooting, sometimes there's like that post-shooting depression where you got to like figure out, what's next.
Oh,
Like, it never
gosh, yes.
stops. And you were so relatable in that, because some people, I know some famous people, and they just have this stupid persona like 24/7, but you're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going through this thing. The next job will come. I mean, can you speak about that for like actors who come here to Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's jarring because you get used to a certain kind of lifestyle and it comes out of nowhere. You could book something awesome tomorrow, and then you're like, you got to fly out to wherever, and we're putting you up, and you're doing this show, and this is going to be your life for a few months. And then you finish that, and you're like, all right, what's next? But you have to go back to your apartment.
I know, and you
And,
do
like,
dishes, and
Yeah, you do. You
I was a star.
You have to.
I was a star yesterday,
No,
and now I'm
literally.
like doing
now I have to
dishes.
feed myself. Like, I haven't gotten groceries in like, I don't know, months, just because I'm so used to like quick, I need to grab something, you know? I'm like, I'm on the go, but I'm literally doing nothing all day.
Yeah.
Like what? But I think a lot of actors recommend, or my friends at least, they're like, oh, go on a vacation immediately after you do a show, because it's a nice like in between. You're taking
that's a
a
great
break,
idea,
but also
yeah.
you're not like suddenly back into your like quote unquote normal lifestyle.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
jarring
Yeah.
going from like a job to like going home, and
Yeah.
it's an empty apartment, and
Yeah. And then, yeah, I guess it's weird having to like self do everything, and like,
oh yeah,
especially doing comedy. I mean, everything is all you, but then you get used to that lifestyle. And then, you know, now I'm like in the groove again. I'm like doing shows again. I'm writing stuff. I think I was convinced for a little bit that like, oh, I'm too sad and I'm too whatever to like make art. But I'm like, no, making art actually is what keeps me going and makes me
Absolutely,
happy.
yeah.
So I have to be doing that, I
Yeah.
think.
You know, I was just texting her because she was like, oh, you're funny, which I know I am, but I was serious. And I said, there's a counterbalance with that too. Because like
Yeah.
I have like a lot of demons as well. One reason I do this podcast is to keep my brain occupied. Because
Yeah.
otherwise my brain will turn on itself. I don't have enough stuff going.
Totally.
So there's like this weird counterforce that I'm constantly fighting against.
I completely
So
understand.
I don't know if that's like artist thing or just
I think
some
definitely
artists.
is an
I
artist
think
thing. I feel
it's an
that
artist
too.
thing. It's a person
Yeah.
thing. I mean, if you're just
Yeah.
like, everything's awesome in this planet, I'm like, what is wrong with
Toxic
you?
positivity is totally a thing.
I'm like, get away from me.
But also, I do envy that person too. To be
No,
able
but
to
I feel like it's toxic
compartmentalize.
positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, you can't be like all sunshine and rainbow all the time.
I wished I was dumber sometimes. I'll be honest with you.
Totally.
I saw Richard's post about that. How like
Oh, really?
ignorance is bliss in some
Yeah.
ways.
Totally
right?
is.
Yeah.
Like, I think it also is kind of a curse to have like to be like an overthinker and overfeeler. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like many times I'm like once like a situation or something, like I'll think so much about that, and like
I would tell myself like, that episode is over. You don't have to think about that anymore. You know, like, why would you watch? If I'm watching TV, I'm not going to watch like the boring, awful episode over and over again. I'm like, let's move on to the good stuff.
Hey, want to make a quick shout out to Dialogue Coffee. Thanks so much for caffeinating us this fine morning. We appreciate you. Ayushi, what are you drinking?
I'm having an iced matcha latte, but it's like a cloud cream iced matcha latte.
I love the cloud cream. Jasmine?
I'm having their special 60% chocolate ganache mocha.
Ooh,
it's actually
it's
very
so
rich
good.
and it's very good.
I'm also having the matcha.
Thanks so much, Dialogue. We appreciate you sending a heart. You can see a heart, right?
Yeah, no, that's a heart. Yeah.
It's a hard.
I love the sweater. I want to say that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like the sweater.
I know someone was like, I like your Bill Cosby sweater. I'm like, that guy
Who said
wore
that
a
to
sweater.
you?
You don't have to, just random people. And I'm like, what? It's like, sure, it's a 90s or 80s whatever sweater, but why you have to do that?
You're a known South Asian. Do you feel pressure to have an image to you when you go out and about?
Oh,
Like a look, like you have a brand, you know?
I guess so. I don't know that it has to do with being South Asian. I guess more so maybe like starting acting so young, there was a lot of pressure to like know who you are and how to market yourself and make an impression on the room in the first 10 seconds or whatever. So it took a while to like sort of unlearn that and accept that I have so many different versions of myself that I can show up as, personality and like physically. But generally I think anything that like feels like a statement or like a fun, the colorful stuff I'm very into. I love like stuff from the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah.
That's my generation representing.
Yeah.
Can I tell
That's
you
why you
about,
like the sweater so much.
I know.
Yeah.
I love the Bill Cosby stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
When I was researching, you know what, for me personally, I was like, I can't imagine having success at that young age. Was it a lot for you? Like even that Netflix show, I know you were young when you did that show.
yeah, the Netflix show was fun. It's a kids science show called Brainchild. It's interesting because I was like in college when I was doing that, and when it came out, it was really cool to have kids like look up to me and sort of like this is like a, brown Bill Nye type representation,
Which is so
was,
cool.
like
That's
iconic
awesome.
and
Yeah.
cool. It was, but at the same time, I was like dealing with this imposter syndrome of like, yeah, but I'm just like in my messy apartment trying to like go to class, and it feels like I'm a role model for kids like me. But I think that's what they liked about the show. Like I'm not even a scientist and I'm doing a science show, but I think what spoke to them was that I wasn't talking down to kids, and I was like, I don't know. I also don't know what I'm doing, you know, and I'm figuring out the experiments and stuff along the way. I'm learning with you.
That's probably why they cast you, because you're
yeah,
relatable.
exactly. And so I don't remember exactly what your question was.
Just being a young person with incredible opportunities.
I think I think more so now I get in my head about like all that stuff. But as a kid, I was just like so excited to just make art and put it out there. I will say like bombing in comedy at a young age is so humbling and weird. Because like truly, it doesn't even matter what age you are. People will either laugh or they won't. It doesn't matter if you're cute or, it's just, it feels great. I'm like, you guys, but I'm like a kid. But and also everything means so much at that age. Like everything's such a big deal, and that felt even more intense. But now I can laugh at it and feel good. And I feel good that I even did that at that age,
So did you were auditioning while you were in college? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you fly out to here and do that?
Yeah, if I had like a callback or something, I would fly out to LA, and those were always so fun. I always saw myself living in LA because it felt like a dream to come out here, and it was always exciting. My grades were fine, not great, but like, I was trying to become an actor. So yeah.
That's really incredible. Jasmine, have you ever failed in something where you were like, wow, that was an incredible learning experience?
Have I ever
Great question.
failed at
Yeah,
something?
something that you failed at. Enough with your wins. Anything that you've actually...
My wins. Not spoken about anything today. Yes. I recently had my very near and dear startup. I would consider it a failure of sorts. We had all sorts of issues with our fundraising that I'm not able to speak about legally. We had all sorts of issues, and we basically had to close up shop. I'd worked on the project for years, years and years as my side hustle. We were building plant-based pesticides. And, now we are probably licensing it out, so it's not some massive success, and it's not really, it's a small success at this point, and I've had to move on from it. And, that was
good for you.
I fell into a deep depression for like about 3 months. But
I did not see that depression.
No, you didn't see the depression. No, you weren't here. The show wasn't here.
Okay.
And then my hot tripod was born.
Yeah,
like 2 months after that.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah,
amazing how things come out. Like one thing can come from another.
All right, Ayushi, your turn.
Have you failed at?
I think the past 10 years have been like the highest of highs and like the lowest of lows. Like I have experienced success, and I've also experienced many failures. So many, but also like when you do experience the high,
what's one failure?
You're like, this is so worth it. One failure. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Like there was this really big audition that I had at Modern Family, and I made it to like the producer session, and like I didn't get that, and that was a huge failure for me because like
is that a failure though? Because you have no control over that.
I don't know. I thought maybe I did have some control over it. I think I could have been less nervous, more prepared, or maybe less prepared, like a little more like present, like not so overly prepared and like in my head and like wanting to nail every beat and like,
See,
I think I could have been a little bit more relaxed. Like if that happened at this age, I would be fine because I've gone through like enough failures to be like, okay, that's.
If you didn't prepare, that'd be a failure. But the fact that you prepared and you showed up and gave your best, I think that's a win.
But I do think in this industry, like you need to know how to control your nerves. Like you need to do whatever you need to do to like just get over that thing, because that can be the one thing between you and your success is not knowing how to manage your performance anxiety or whatever you need to do for that. Like if you need to like just meditate for like 3 months and like sit on a mountain and like do that. But like just know how to control your nerves, because I think that can like really sabotage some amazing opportunities that come your way. So now I feel like if I get those opportunities, like I would be a completely different person. Like I would know how to work the room. I would know how to like be like more in the present moment, all of that. But
But that also comes from
age
doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get desensitized.
Like
100%.
being nervous, and then it gets
for
easier.
sure.
Yeah.
But I think that definitely applies to being an artist and like facing a lot of, rejections and stuff. But I think in any industry, like sometimes, you are set back by over preparing. Like for an interview, you might come across as like rehearsed or like you are nervous because you're putting so much weight on it. And sometimes, I don't know, some of my best interviews or presentations have just been things I did not prepare for at all.
Yeah,
and things I was not invested in.
Some of my best auditions have been the ones that like they just gave me the sides and they were like, go outside and like study this and come inside and just be you. Like whatever you are, whatever this essence is, this chaotic essence, just be that. And like know the lines somewhat.
Sometimes you can't see what they're seeing. Like when I was young, I tried to like switch over into the business side, and I started flying through the corporate world because people saw me as like a certain way. They're like, oh, here's like they just saw me as like a smart Indian guy, whatever I perceived, even though I was really scared on the inside, but I couldn't do that in the talent side of the business. Now when I do it though, I care, but I don't care. I feel like I've done enough reps where I can, do fine. But I noticed back then that how people perceive you is totally different sometimes how you perceive yourself.
That's so true. I've many times wondered, like, if I could just see myself from the outside, maybe I wouldn't be so harsh on myself.
Because a lot of the anxiety is coming from you thinking people can tell that you're nervous, and that's a whole other layer. And if you can get rid of that, it's probably way less.
And also, like, I think sometimes our own opinion of ourselves is like so low. Like totally. I think sometimes critical. Like so critical. Maybe that's the word. Yeah. So we're so critical of ourselves. Sometimes I wish I could just see me from the outside and be like, you're fine.
Oh, there's a book.
Don't try so hard. Like you're okay.
It's called Feeling Good. I forget the name of this doctor. I'm reading it right now. I should have brought it.
Yeah.
I was going to give it to you, but I was like, no, I want the book myself.
Lovely.
Great.
I read it every day. I need it.
Books. I love reading. It would be a great farewell gift.
You can buy it on
I'm
Amazon.
kidding.
Is there these are new shoes I bought for the podcast. Is there experience where you felt
That you
nervous
just wore
going
on
in?
Hollywood Boulevard.
What were you saying?
He's making fun of me.
Oh, okay.
Is there an experience where you felt nervous auditioning, or is it all the auditions? Or
Oh, for sure. So many. Actually, my callback for Brainchild, I I messed up the line so many times.
Oh, really?
I like started over so many times, but like sometimes you forget that casting and like they want you to win. They want you to do a good
Yes,
job.
yeah.
So they were like guiding me and telling me, let's do another take. Like we want to make sure we get a good take in to the producers. And ultimately it worked out. So
Yeah, that's happened to me for sure. Like they
Yeah.
really want you to win.
they do.
So they're
yeah.
like, let's just get that one word out. Like we don't
Exactly.
need the just.
Yeah.
So let's do this again. Let's get that clean take, send it to the producers. And you want to thank those casting directors a lot, the ones that have your back.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm working a lot as a host now, but whenever I have these callbacks and stuff, I just tell myself, I've been doing this for decades. Like how I do it's going to be different than how they're going to do it. And it's totally changed how I audition. But I really do believe I'm good. Like I'm on camera like every day of the week, including this podcast. So, but I didn't have that confidence when I was 25,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's definitely good to see it as a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my piece to the tape, and then and we're sort of meeting. Versus
You're lucky
like,
to have me.
You're lucky to have me, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Same with dating. You're lucky to have me.
Totally.
Dating.
Totally, girl.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
It's a good attitude.
Yeah.
I also, I think we're so like, we're all thinking about like ourselves and how we're coming off, but so is the other person. And I think we
Yeah.
forget that people are more wrapped up in themselves than they are about you.
Very
So they're not
true.
noticing
Yeah.
you as much. When they're talking to you, they're thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also so random who likes who and who
Very
you click
subjective,
with, right?
yeah.
I give up dating.
I meant like hiring or something. Like you, like, I don't know. I've interviewed people and I'm like,
too.
I might not hire the best person for the job because sometimes I just don't like them.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
You know,
Attitude
and
is
you
very
can't
important.
like
Yeah.
put your finger on it. But I'm like, I don't really
No,
want
it's
to work
just
with
like
that
something
person.
about their vibe. Like there's
Yeah.
like some intangible thing that you just can't put a finger on. You're like,
It's our intuition, maybe also.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's important to.
you're gonna annoy me later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think we're learning that it's all self-development. It never stops. Whether it's relationships, career, like you're always going to be trying to figure yourself out. And it's nice to see someone who's had success
Yeah.
still
Growing.
growing and
Oh,
learning.
for
and-
sure. It never stops. Yeah.
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 For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, your journey is very inspiring, and you're very humble, which is beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
And you have great skin.
Great skin.
Amazing
skin.
skin.
Wait, what? Huh?
Do you want to share your skin
Yes,
routine
please. Can
with
you?
the
I think
viewers?
that's my main question. Yeah.
Want to share your skin routine?
Your
Do you have, like,
skincare.
one magic-
He's a total dude. He
One
doesn't know.
magic product.
Definitely sunscreen.
Yeah, for
sunscreen.
sure.
Lotion, vitamin C.
Okay.
I started using tretinoin.
Yeah.
Very,
Me too.
very,
I use
very
it.
low
I
dose.
use it.
Yeah, very little. I guess water. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simple.
yeah.
I have a joke in my act. I'm like, I met this guy and he's like, I'm an ex-Marine. I'm like, I exfoliate La Roche-Posay.
That's great. Your skin's very glowy too.
I got a facial, but you missed that whole podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a whole podcast about it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
There's an entire
Podcast about his skin routine. Oh,
yes.
Not skincare, skin routine.
That's why I started this podcast, so I can talk about my skincare. Hey, I want to thank you for coming by.
Yes, thank
Thanks
you,
for
Sahana.
having me.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
guest.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was
wanna
really
thank-
nice talking to
I want
you.
to thank Ayushi and Jazz for swinging by as well.
Thank you.
I really want to take this moment to thank Ayushi for honestly coming on season 1 and being there
of
for me.
course.
And honestly, it really was a big difference. I had so much fun in that first
Same here.
season. And,
Yeah, I laughed a lot.
Yeah,
I miss it.
yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
miss this.
I really do wish you nothing but the best in New York.
Thank you.
Hope everything works out for you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
no,
Tarun.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good
You're such a
luck.
sweetheart. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for always making me laugh, and even like in my lowest moments, like sending me like
Okay, you're not
texts.
dying.
Yeah.
right?
But I have to say that. I have to say that
No, of
like
course.
you're one person I really enjoy replying to because you always keep it light and friendly and just
yeah.
funny.
Oh, wait, by the way, we didn't plug Instagram or
Oh,
social media.
yeah. Where can we find you, Sahana?
My Instagram is Sahana __Srinivasan. And you can probably find me on TikTok similar thing on there as well.
You guys can find me at Hot Chai Pod on Instagram and YouTube.
And you can find me on Instagram at Ayushi Chabbra Official.
And you can find me at Tarun Shetty. You can also follow us, the ConvoSutra, on Instagram. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to our guest, our panelist. And we will see you guys next episode. Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye.
Great. Easy.
Cool.
Awesome.